All right guys, welcome back to another Alex Romo golf vlog. Today we're playing 18 holes at Los Posas Country Club. I'm playing with my dad. I'm just gonna be filming myself, talking you guys through my shots. Most exciting piece of news is that I got a new driver in the bag. Callaway Elite TPT shaft, just fitted by Forward Golf Center, my homie Chad Dietz in Ventura, California. Driver's been a major problem in every single video you guys have seen this year, and I think it's gonna be a problem no more. This thing was longer and hotter, like an extra 5 miles an hour ball speed over all the other drivers we tested, but that's not why we picked it. We picked it because the ball flight was just very boring, incredible into the wind, not too little spin, right around 2200, and about a 5-yard draw. So I've been trying to hit fades, failing miserably. Over the last 5 years, I've hit a lot of fades with the driver and trusted it, but the recent driver configurations I've had ever since cracking that TaylorMade QI10 have been no bueno. So I've been basically expecting to see fades, but sometimes they fade, sometimes they snap hook, and I've been all over the golf course. This thing was really, really pure. I played 18 with it at Olivas the day before yesterday, and it was very good. So I'm looking forward to testing it out today, and I just really feel like I'm gonna dip a low round for you guys, something in the 60s today. I have not broke par all year in 2025. Today is May 30th. You do the math, it's about half the year. So I'm due. Been playing more and more golf lately. I feel like it's starting to show, and I'm looking forward to a great round today. Hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like and subscribe. First hole at Los Posas. It's about 400 yards, downhill, downwind. It literally might be drivable right now. It's a little high in the face and actually fading pretty much like at the right side of the green. This thing has been drawing very consistently, so I don't know if we'll see much of that today. Just got a new Max Fly bag in the mail last night, about 3 months after the trip that I took in Florida with Max Fly. They gave me, a set of custom irons and then a custom leather engraved awesome bag that just came after some shipping delays. Super pumped. Probably my favorite bag I've ever had. Been a ping bag guy my whole life, but this is the exact same design, same pocket structure, but it's leather instead of canvas, and it's this cream brown, which matches my iron finish color. It's so sick, dude. I'll show you guys in a second. And it's also the warmest day we've had out here at Los Posas. Just my dad and I got out, no other peasants paired with us. And we're both gonna try to dip it as low as possible. I feel like I'm gonna be able to focus on this round more than most recent ones where there's some kind of collab going on or some kind of commercial I'm shooting or whatever. Today it's just golf, trying to go as low as possible. And I feel like I'm getting more comfortable with the club in my hand, all areas, tee to green. And I think that's gonna show today. I hope my dad plays well too. Damn, it looks like the burger, I don't remember ever having to ask for ketchup before, but there's nothing on it. Brutal. Good thing I got ketchup. It's kind of just for my fries, but we'll make it work. Yeah. Shout out to Oscar's Grill at Los Posas. Boy, cooked some good food. This is a steak burger today. I'm gonna be fueling this round. This video brought to you in partnership with Oscar's Grill. Well, there's my ball. Unfortunately, I hit this massive tree. I don't know who put that there. It's pretty much directly in the way of me trying to hit it at the green. I would have needed to run up just barely left of it. The tee box was over that way, so the angle was, or I'm sorry. Boy, it's hard to film and talk and describe. No, I'm just gonna hit the shot. 75 yards left. Just definitely carried it into the tree. The second one was absolutely smashed and hit really high. That's as good as I could do. Sit though, sit. That was pretty dang good. How about that? Yeah. All right, this thing looks like it's slinging. Big time. What you got?
21 feet.
21. How about that for first putt of the day? For those of you viewing at home, I'd guess these are 11 stemp, maybe 12. They look really good. 3% is about 3 feet out left. I'm like putting uphill. Dang it. Just a par on the first. All right, next hole is a short par 3, somewhere in the 120 to 130 range. My dad got a hole-in-one here last summer. Talk about good omens. Ah, boy, this tee box is not very level. 128 yards, water short, pins middle, chipping a pitching wedge. This club goes like 137 full, take about 10 yards off. Not much wind right now. Normally it's off the left. Nice strike. Just a little long, maybe 15 feet long. That was one of my better strikes though. Love that. I think that's about the best shot I've ever hit on this hole. Not the best result, it's actually 30 feet long. And it is 80 degrees out today, which is about the warmest temperature I've ever played this course in, so the ball might go a little longer, but the screen normally rips a lot back to front when you chip a little wedge on it. Unfortunate today to not have this one do that, but oh well. Now this is honestly a really fast putt, guys. Straight downhill. Whew. Guessing 30 feet, let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10. How about that for a guess? 30 feet exactly. I'm gonna go for it when my dad's looking for his ball. Let's see, I think it's pretty much just totally straight downhill, maybe shade left to right. I like it. Oh, I think it should go that way. Well, you thought wrong. Good putt though. That was kind of treacherous. I'm very happy with that pace. Hole 3, 373. Dog leg right back into the wind. These are the shots that I'm just gonna love with this new driver. Much more boring ball flight into the wind. Wind is up right now too. I mean, that's just beat, hammered. It's just insane trying to get this tripod to like sit square on the ground, right? There's not much I can do here. This whole hill is tilted. I can barely get it to not fall over. Sorry for your guys' viewing pleasure back home. Not the best. All right, 73 yards, front pin, wind off the left, 58-degree wedge. Looking to start the birdie train now. Executed well. Dang it, dude. Just missed the backstop by like 2 feet. Now it's probably 30-foot downhill putt again. It's a great shot though. I think that coming out of the rough just took 3% of this backspin off that would have held that up in the air better and made the distance work out. Gosh darn it. 2 in a row, 2 really good strikes in a row. 3 in a row, actually. All 3 of these approaches on the first 3 holes were money. Nothing's really worked out yet though. 21 feet, 30 feet for the first 2 putts, and this is gonna be 24 feet, I'm guessing. Man, I really thought that was beautiful, but too long again. Me too, me too. I think it just coming out of the rough didn't quite have the spin. That's the thing of like, you can feel better and be putting better moves on the ball and not necessarily play any better score-wise. Sometimes you're actually just kind of dinking it all over the place, but you break par because the ball winds up getting closer. Funny game. Oh, god dang it, dude. These are gonna be very difficult today, I feel like. That's a tough pin. Obviously, screwed from above it for both of us. Thanks. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad I didn't give one up there. I was looking sketchy for a second. It's been so long since I got off to a hot start here, but I know there were times I've been 3 under through 4 or 5 in the past. Par 5 coming up here. This is where I think the difference is going to be. Into the wind. Thanks. Boring drive. think I could literally get 300 out of this still. Dwarf this hole. Yeah, that's the goal. Try to play 4 under today. So we're at 500 yards today on this one. Dogleg right. This is an OB left, water right, trees kind of like dangling over the middle of the fairway. There's definitely a lot going on here, but once you hit the fairway, then it gets a little more straightforward. Tee height is something I'm gonna really work on being consistent with, because as I've noticed hitting inside forward golf on monitors the last couple days, where you strike the ball in the face makes all the difference in spin and direction of the shot. Boy, it's smoked. It's been, yeah, it's interesting, you know, on the first hole and this one now it's actually fading. I only think I hit 1 fade at Olivas in 14 balls, so that's kind of the name of the game with golf, right? You never know what's gonna show up one day to the next, and gotta learn to play with it. I could feel myself standing over the ball there, kind of confused, like, is this gonna draw or fade? Like, something about me standing over it doesn't feel as drawy as it did at Olivas. I don't know what it is. So we got 220 left, guys. I have to hit some kind of manipulated 3-wood. Full 3-wood is gonna be too long. That pin's in the back, so all it takes is 230 and I'm off the back of the green. Into some wind though, but the only club that will go low enough to stay under this branch is a 3-wood. Not great course awareness by the cart girl. She watched me take my practice swings, and then as soon as I stepped in, she went. Fuck. Get down. That's this club in a nutshell. Just snap hook, snap hook, snap hook, snap hook, snap hook. What a piece of shit. It's crazy how clubs can sometimes, you know, at one point in time, they're the right club for you, and then at another point, they're the worst club on the planet. This was lethal for me in Q school, I remember. Okay, no choice but to hit a 4-iron layup now. Hopefully we find that one, but it was moving left and it was smoked. Beauty. Beauty. Safe. Barely. You can see the OB line coming down towards my feet here. I think what happened is I landed OB on like the slope there, because I watched the very first kick kind of dramatically go left to right. So lucky break, lucky break. Still nearly impossible up and down because there's no green to work with, and it's an elevated green. And when it gets onto the green, it runs away from me, and it's actually quite shallow this direction, almost to the point where it looks challenging to not hit it off the green that way. But this is kikuya grass, so bumping it into the hill is not an option at all. It will just get completely eaten up. And to make it even more fun, it's down in a little crevice. I know I sound like the most negative person on the planet, but that's just the reality of the situation right here. On the bright side, it's par 5, so taking 3 to get down from here is not the end of the world, even though I'd really like to get down in 2. Beautiful. Well done. Inside 20 feet, 10 out of 10. I think my divot on that one is right here, guys. Could have landed it maybe 5 feet shorter, but that would have been really sketchy for leaving it short. So that was pretty much perfect. 19 feet. Boy, I was just describing to them the difficulty of that shot. This was executed perfectly. A lot of height, a lot of softness. These are just fast greens, and that was a bad place to be. See if we can neutralize it all with a putt here. That's the way the game works. You can hit it all over the place and then make 20 footers, and it'll be very hard to shoot over par. Close. It's like it straightens out at the end. Just had to take a break for a couple minutes and try to offload some footage. Just ran out of space. Hopefully I can get through this round, but it's gonna be tough. Par 4, back into the wind. This is probably the toughest hole in the course in my opinion. It's a longer par 4, right back into the wind, and it's a narrow landing area for the drive. Just gotta hit a good one. Wow. Really hyping this driver up, but that was a brutal snap hook, 100 yards left. Okay guys, I'm way out of position here, 200 yards in. All I can do is advance it about 100 up to the right. Okay guys, 110, pitching wedge into the wind, really behind, just gonna hit it. Super out of sorts right now. Guys behind us just keep waiting on us. Somebody I haven't seen in a while from Olivas just came up and stopped me to say hi, which was nice, but didn't have time for that. My phone's out of storage. Trying to scramble and turn it off and offload apps and stuff right now. Very just agitated, so hopefully we can right this ship. Got about 20 feet for par here. Had it, but short. All right, 201 yard par 3, 6 iron, hole 6, little downwind. Man, that is just pretty much every time I hit a solid strike with the mid to long iron, it goes 30 yards left right away. Not a very useful shot on this hole. Gonna be short-sided over a bunker. Getting more and more frustrated. Very out of position here. Just gotta do my best. It's as good as it gets from there. Dude. So bad. All right, 2 over 3 6. I'm pretty pissed, not gonna lie. Par 5. Love to just put one in the fairway here and get back on program. What a way to bounce back from that snap hook. Absolutely laced right up the middle on my line. That's how you do it. That was a big boy swing right there. I know it's just a game, but it's not a game to me. Little 6 iron at the green for the next shot. Could walk off this green at even. That'd be huge. All right, guys, 187 to the middle. This hole's 513. Got 326 out of that ball. This fairway's pretty spongy and soft too. Big boy ball there. Now we have 203 because it's a back pin and elevation that we have to account for. So 203 actual, 6 iron in hand, slightly downwind. What the fuck is going on? This green is elevated from where you're standing over there or where my ball is. Get up top, it rolls away from me to an infinity edge, dropping off a bunker long. And I'm a hard pan here and a downslope. It's interesting how at first glance my dad was like, oh, that looks really easy, you have lots of green to work with. But upon closer inspection, that is far from the truth. This is a 10 out of 10 difficulty shot. I almost feel like I'd be better off playing it. Par 4, 362. First time I've ever carried the cart path out there. It was huge. Yeah, good. Go in. First birdie look of the day, guys. 6 feet. A little uphill right to lefter. A little less than a cup outside right. Good. Thanks. Thank you. Stop the bleeding. All right, guys, 201. Holding 5-iron. I don't know if that's enough club, honestly. This is way into the wind, but that's the club I got. It's pretty good, actually. I think it's like just right of the pin. This is one of the first times I've hit this green that I can even remember this year. About a 25-footer, guys. Pretty significant right to left. False front on the green here that wants to pull it left. This would be a bonus. Uphill all the way, not enough. Bummer.
Yep, par on this hole, good.
Yeah. Close. Okay, that front side, hope we pick it up on the back.